Ando, another great night at the Exchange.
Yeah, good people, friendly staff.
That's it. Nice
Yeah,
crowd.
your
as
mates
well.
in the crowd as well. They give you plenty, by the way.
Yeah.
That's it. Give them plenty.
Plenty to say, mate. Let's get into it. We're here to talk Adelaide Footy League.
Yep.
Brought to you by Dacia Irrigation. Over 30 years of experience in the industry, in the irrigation and fodder trade. And, mate, we're here with the Smithfield president in Div 5 this year, Dwayne Nisbet. Dwayne, how you going, mate?
Fantastic, mate. Living the dream.
Good to have you on board.
Now, Smithfield, you've been there for a long time.
Been there since I was a junior.
Junior. But you also played some footy at Centrals.
I went out there, tried my hand at
But you're a good
league footy.
player.
I've been around the way. I just sort of, I guess, I know it wasn't for me, I suppose. Went back home, got dropped actually. Tell a lie. Played 17s, 19s out there. Went through the full development squad and got shortlisted for the Resies and unfortunately sat and watched a few games and lost the love for footy.
Oh, okay.
So I went back to my local club and that was it.
Did you ever think about going back and giving it another go with a?
I was an 18-year-old kid playing A-grade footy at my club.
Yeah, and loving it.
Passionate, proud, and that was it.
And you would have seen the area changed incredibly. I mean, all the new estates going up. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's fantastic. It's good. It's good for the area. You know, everyone's got a perception of the place. To actually come down and have a look at it now. You know, 20 years ago it was completely different. You know, last 10 years, you know, different crowd, different people. You know, and having the RAF.
Population just boomed in the whole area. It's amazing, you know.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. I'm a proud Northerner, if you can't tell.
As you got to be, me too. You're known as Mr. Everything around the club. Coaching last year.
Yeah, I coached 2 teams last year actually.
2 teams, men's and
the women's. So I started the inaugural girls team. So I coached all day Saturday and then half a day Sunday. So.
How'd you go with that? It's obviously a lot of hours.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I guess the sacrifices you make is your family time and time with your kids and people you love, you know. But same deal, you know. Footy's a passion of mine, and footy's a big part of my life and my children. You know, I've got 2 daughters. They both kick left and right foot, so that's how it is. You know what I mean? So
how do you find the difference in coaching men to then coaching the women?
Women are a lot easier.
A lot easier.
Well, a shitload easier. The women, you can tell them to be there at a certain time, they'll be there.
Yeah,
you know, they rock up, tell them they've got to pay fees by a certain time. You're sitting down in front of you, you're talking to them. Every single girl's looking at you, not stuffing around in their bag or, you know, rolling in and out, having, you know, in and out of the change rooms.
It's a good point, though. I mean, I've been involved in amateur clubs, and you know, I reckon it's in June we're still trying to get fees. You know,
it's the worst.
And
get
the women straight away. There it is.
And you know what, they want to learn, and they're there for, you know, a lot of the lads out, especially in our level, you know, think they're probably better than the club or better than the game, and they just do their own thing and don't want to be told what to do.
Because I've got a friend of mine who coached, you know, in the amateur league, and now he coaches a women's league, and he just said they just want to learn and they want information and they just want to get better. Where he said sometimes, you know, the men think they know it all.
Exactly right.
And it's harder to, you know, put things in place because you seem to be butting heads a little bit. Where it's just been you know, a new lease of life for them. So it's probably for you a nice balance.
I love coaching the girls. The girls were, you know, they probably got more fire burning in my belly again.
Oh, good.
You know, like after being involved in footy for so long, and then you got a bunch of people who have never played footy, you know, they've been around footy in certain aspects, but to teach them the basics and then go on and teach them game plans and stuff like that, you know, I've got a lot out of it personally.
And you're president now, mate. And if the viewers haven't picked up already, you're a very, very passionate man. Love your footy. How have you found the difference in terms of coaching to being the president?
A lot more time, I guess. I don't know.
It's a lot more time.
You know, it's a lot more. It's like our footy club's not only a footy club, we're a social club, so we're involved in there. We've got darts, netball, bloody, you know, everything. We've got a lot in there. Cricket, we've got 3 cricket teams, and you know, it's a lot. It's literally a 12-month job and 24/7, but I don't know, like I said, I find time and I've put a lot of people around me, you know, a lot of friends and family into positions to help me out.
Just help you out, yeah.
But still, it's a lot.
We talked briefly just before about, you know, the boom of the whole area over the last 20 years. But with that's also a lot of other community clubs.
Yes.
I mean, you've got a lot of, you know, community clubs and footy teams in very close proximity. How do you find that at the moment? Do you think there's too many in, you know, sort of a certain radius, or?
Yes and no, probably in 2 aspects. I suppose everyone's a few of those clubs that just popped up out of nowhere, and they don't really have a history. They've got no history. So with us, we've got history, whether we're good or bad. You know,
the setup's fantastic.
We're 105 years old. You know, we've got a lot of history there. People, outsiders looking in, you know, they've probably heard about the bad things or whatever. And they judge you automatically on that until they actually come out to the club. Until they come out to the club and they see the base and see people like myself and a lot of people around me, how passionate we are and how professional we are.
Yeah.
They love it. So and they don't leave.
And that's the big thing I've taken from you is someone that doesn't, before doing this sort of thing, doesn't really know amateur league, and having a chat to you, and it's changing people's perspectives and the way they see Smithfield, and I think that's why you love it as well, and you want to be the person to do it, and I think so far you're doing a fantastic job, and you're already on the rise. Had a little bit of a mix-up round one.
I know. I lost a bit of sleep over that. I'd rather not talk about that one because that's a touchy subject. But,
Is that right? Yeah.
No, but it is what it is. We took it on the chin and we accept the full responsibility that they dealt out their punishment and we took it. But still, it's hard apples. You're playing a quality side. You beat them by 10 goals and you score a strip. You got 0 points and they got 100. So
it wasn't anything bad. It
wasn't anything bad. It was an administrative error.
Is that right?
From a team manager, so...
It's a funny thing, I woke up on a Sunday morning years ago and I got the phone call from the president that there was administration error from the other team. So all of a sudden I get the points. It was wonderful. It was happy day. Just tell us a bit about your junior setup, because that's the future of your club. And that's
we'll go with that. So that's, obviously I was speaking to you off camera that I played in my juniors there at Smithfield. So I played all the way through from under 8, all the way through, went through all the ranks, and I remember some of my best memories in my life are playing junior footy at my club.
True, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And they probably helped me through, coming from a tough area, your footy club was always there.
Yeah.
You could rely on it, and I had that memories growing up forever. And unfortunately, the last 10 years, sort of, whether it be committee or whatever it was, but the juniors dwindled. And to the last 10 years, we had no juniors at all.
Oh, okay.
So we hadn't zero. My number one goal as a president coming on this year, I was like, no matter, at all costs, we're going to make sure I'll get the juniors.
Because you had a great setup down there. Fantastic.
So I ended up signing up. I affiliated 3 teams just on a limb.
Yeah.
Literally affiliated 3 teams. Said, right, that's what we're aiming for. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Our junior committee consists of myself and one other bird, full committee. So we made it happen. Anyways, we've got 3 teams. So we've got Auskick.
Oh, well
we've
done.
got 62 kids in Auskick, which last 2 weeks ago we had the highest amount in the whole area of the Auskick kids. So that's on a Friday night. And then there's SANFL juniors. We got under 7s, under 9s, and under 12s. So a massive achievement for our club, and actually probably pulls at the heartstrings a little bit. See little fellas running around out there for not having them for that amount of time. And
it's the future of your club, and you're building that.
And it's wicked. I've got some of the senior players at our club. They're all coaching the juniors as well. Yeah. So those kids can go see their idols play on a Saturday as well. Like I used to.
Yeah.
And that's we're building an old-fashioned club environment again, and started from scratch, but. Yeah, we're there.
That's good.
A bit hard, Jacket.
With the kids as well, have you still got a women's team?
Yeah, so we actually had 2, but we had to pull one out today. But we still got a women's team, and in there I've appointed the coach, Simon Johnson. He's got a fantastic record with women. I think the last 5 years he's played in 5 grand finals as a women's coach.
Yeah.
I poached him. He was one of our umpires. I poached him during off season, and he's come on board, and he's taken our girls. Forwards and leaps and downs. So.
Yeah. What about this year? As a betting man, how do you think your season's going to?
Put us up the
good.
point end of the year. So we did a lot of work in off season. I interviewed 8 coaches and interviewed about 50 players, and brought something to our club that's never been there before, which is that professional side. Bringing them in and telling them what.
Because it's important to have success at the top, isn't it?
I mean,
I
understand what it takes and what we need to be successful. So we did a lot of hard work in off season. First 2 rounds would be 2 of the better sides in the comp.
Well done.
So who knows? It's footy.
Yeah. This weekend.
This weekend we've got Kenilworth out at Kenilworth.
Yep.
Which is a big drive for us, probably an hour and 20 minutes. But we're going in with one of our better teams, so I'm pretty confident.
Oh, brilliant.
And obviously we talk Barossa footy, and there's a lot of rivalries in that. In terms of amateur league. In Div 5, is there any of those big rivalries that your boys really get up for?
So last week we played Eastern Park. Eastern Park are one of those teams in that zone, within the 1 kilometre radius. We played them, and me growing up as a child, I probably lost 5 grand finals all against Eastern Park. So,
is that right?
So I'm passionate. I hate it with passion, so to speak. But so we played them last week. To knock them off on our own deck was great.
Yeah.
It
was brilliant. No, and we've talked on. We talked about it earlier with Wayne Carey. You've been pretty lucky to have him on board as basically an ambassador
100%
for the club. So talk us a bit about that.
Yeah, so that all started, I guess, from a business point of view. But Wayne's, if anyone doesn't know, he's from the northern suburbs. So he grew up originally, he come from Bendigo, Victoria, come to South Australia and he landed smack bang in Smithfield. So he played back in the early days, and he understands the area, went to Smithfield High School, and I bumped into him at a gala event, and we started chewing the fat, so to speak, and shared a lot of common interests. And sort of he said, "Yeah, I'll put my hand up and give us a job out." Man to his, stuck to his word. He's come out once. We're in regular contact. He's going to come back out a few more times through the year and promote the club. So that's great. From another bloke from the northern suburbs who's proud about where he come from. And
very good contact to have up your sleeve.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for coming in. You are doing an absolutely brilliant job. Wow, and I just love the focus on the juniors. I mean, that's going to be the success of the club.
Definitely.
But you've worked obviously a lot for the success of the club at the senior level. All the very best.
Thank you very
really had a great year.
Appreciate it.
Cheers,
It's
mate.
been a
Thank
great
you.
job. We'll be back shortly.